Hi everybody, 3 minutes time. Please follow us on ZENXIN in both YouTube and Facebook.
Excellent. Nice big voice too.
Okay.
Where's that third tea? What did I do?
Maybe this I put it.
Hi everybody.
Hi, this is Jonas here.
This is Jonas's swan song.
Yeah,
He will be leaving us unfortunately to go back to Polly.
yeah. But for today, I'll be joining Ceri with what are we doing today?
And we are having a look at our new functional teas.
Oh.
So first off, I'm just going to add the hot water onto the tea. And that's this one here. If you'd like to show it to the camera, that's awesome. That's the cold care tea.
I hope you can see this. Give her some time.
Okay, so we've got a nice pot of tea, and we'll just leave that for about 5 minutes, and then we'll taste it and see how it goes. So we have 3 functional teas. We have one for flu season, for coughs and colds and flu. We've got Mother's Herbs, which is to help with milk production when you're breastfeeding a baby. And we have Smooth Digestion Tea for those people that have constipation. And I want to talk a little bit more about the teas because you've seen me out actually giving people samples of the various teas. And there's a wonderful story behind this. And we've titled this Gems from Egypt because this is an amazing story actually. It's due to the vision of a guy called Dr. Ibrahim Abouleish, who lived from 1937 to 2017. And his legacy is being carried forward by his son. And due to the Arab-Israeli wars, very, very difficult time that he was born, Dr. Ibrahim actually moved to Austria. Hi, Sotwa, thanks very much for joining us. He moved to Austria in 1956 to study pharmacology and medicine. And after 20 years, essentially in exile, he returned to his homeland with his children, because by that time he'd married and he had children in Austria. And he found that Egypt was really rife with problems: illiteracy, poverty, environmental pollution, and decreasing soil productivity. And that's very sad because if you think about it, the Nile is actually a very, very fertile river, and the alluvium, of course, was wonderful for farming way back when, till we started putting artificial fertilizers and pesticides on our crops.
True. Correct.
Okay, so his aim was to then move back to Egypt and build a community in which the workers and the residents were given holistic health care, because remember he studied pharmacology, specializing in herbs, and they would work together and grow biodynamic organic crops and reclaim the desert. So he wanted to found a community that was self-sufficient and self-sustaining and produced, well, basically earned a livelihood from agriculture. So in 1977, he bought 70 hectares of desert, about 60 kilometers, northeast of Cairo. And that's how Sechem, the initiative, was born. And Sechem equates to an ancient Egyptian hieroglyph for the vitality of the sun, which I think is a wonderful thing to remember. So under this umbrella of Sechem, there are now Atos, which is the farmer, the herb company, and later on in the month, we are hopefully going to be getting some of their herbs. I've waved a few of them in front of you previously, but we will have a full unboxing, if you like, of the herbs that are coming in. We also have a biodynamic cultivated area for crops, and ISIS, not the terrorist organization, but the goddess, actually produces the teas. We've brought them in under Simply Natural, so we don't run into that problem. Okay, he also has cotton, again grown organically and biodynamically. So the cotton t-shirts and everything that you wear, that's not cotton.
There's no cotton.
Are organic, so you don't get nasty chemicals seeping into your skin. So they now have a network of about 800 farms in Egypt and the Sudan, and they produce really high quality organic crops. The teas, as you know, I've mentioned before, are Demeter accredited, which is one of the highest organic accreditations you can get, organic biodynamic. They're so successful that in 2003, their efforts were recognized and they were awarded the Alternative Nobel Prize. Okay, so this is the Right Livelihood Award as a business model for the 21st century, combining social and cultural development with commercial success. And the business is now carried on by his son, Dr. Ibrahim's son, Helmi Abulish. And Helmi is quoted as saying that he believes Sechem has succeeded in building bridges. For over 38 years, the Sechem community has lived the principles of giving equal respect to every living thing, affording every person space for personal development, and recognizing nature as the very foundation of our being. Thanks to the combination of sustainable architecture, cultural and social engagement, and a fair economic approach, the future is filled with hope. So ZENXIN's executive director saw the potential in these products, and we now have imported this wonderful range of top quality organic teas into Singapore, and these are our treasures from Egypt. So the organic cold care tea should be ready for a taste, and Jonas is my guinea pig today. I won't give you too much in case you don't like it.
I think I love teas actually.
Oh, okay, that's good then.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. So this is very good when the weather changes, when it goes from hot to cold and we get caught out, and we get caught in the public transport where people are still sneezing and coughing behind their masks.
Actually, the aroma smells really good.
Does it? What does it smell of? I'll step away from you.
How should I describe this?
I don't know. You go for it.
I can't tell it, but it just have a very smoothing smell.
Okay. So if we just take a look at the ingredients, the cold care tea, we're having it neat. We're not putting lemon or honey in or anything like that, because it really does smell nice, as you said. There are 4 organic herbs in here. There's tilia, which I'm familiar with from Germany. That's very often given to soothe people's nerves, but it's also given as a herbal preparation for the common cold. So it is antiviral, and it is also diaphoretic. So it helps basically to bring out a sweat so that you sweat out the virus. So that's the linden blossoms, tilia. They contain flavonoids, anti-inflammatory, antioxidants, and mucilages. That's something that will help line a sore throat. Then there are guava leaves, which I'm not familiar with at all. Are you?
No.
No. So guava leaves, apparently, just like the fruit, are very high in vitamin C. And again, hello, Jorge, thanks for your support. And they contain the antiviral flavonoid glycosides, which apparently will fight influenza A. So this is a very, very good tea for anybody who's in danger in flu season. So don't forget this. It really is a good tea. Then there's fennel. Is that what you can smell?
I think so.
Or is it aniseed? Because they're very close, right?
Oh, actually, I can't tell.
Okay, and I just wanted to emphasize that aniseed is not the same as star anise. Aniseed is actually the same family as fennel. It's the umbelliferae, which is actually the carrot family. So if you let your carrots grow to seed, they put out flowers very, very similar. So carrots will look like little umbrellas with little tiny yellow flowers, and fennel will look like that. My grandmother used to have that in the garden.
Okay.
And aniseed is very similar. So they're actually very beautiful. They look very nice in a vase with flowers, for example.
Oh.
With bigger flowers.
I see.
Yeah, little tiny flowers they have. Oh, please try our tea.
It's really nice.
Yeah, it tastes nice. Or better still, drop down and have some right now. Very good. Okay, so that's our first functional tea. I think that's, I would drink that just for pleasure.
This is actually really nice.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm not paying him to say that, by the way.
True.
Okay, I'm going to start our flu busting recipe now. We are going to have a look at bagna corda, which is a dish from northern Italy. And here it is. It features my favorite, garlic. Oops, camera's gone. Anyway, I will load up the machine. So I have previously peeled 3 heads of garlic. I don't know if you can see them, yes? So that's 3 heads of garlic. And I'm going to put 1 cup of our Spanish organic cold pressed extra virgin olive oil into the machine. There we go. Goes the garlic. Here goes the olive oil. It will be a bit of a while. It's got a small opening. You're going to film the olive oil coming out.
Yeah.
Ceri is very impatient. I probably should have taken the whole thing off.
Nah, it's okay.
Okay. Can you see the garlic? Nice lot of garlic.
That's quite an amount.
It is 3 heads. And it's our purple garlic, the Morado garlic from Spain. Chugging away here. And this really is the most delicious sauce that we're going to be making. We're going to be using anchovies, garlic, and fabulous olive oil. I think that's enough because there's a little bit of oil actually in the anchovies.
What's next?
We're actually going to have anchovies.
Anchovies.
But I'm getting mine out of a glass jar. This is a can.
Oh.
Same, huh?
Okay.
Is that beautiful? Olive oil over there as well. Okay. Going to need an implement.
Okay.
I'm supposed to put in about 8 to 10 of these little fellows. Okay, that's 1, 2, is it?
1, 2.
I hope I've got 8.
That's great.
3. That was part of 4. 5, 6. There's one right at the bottom.
Oh, at least we get the right number.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
all 8 is here.
I'm going to put a little bit of that oil in as well because that's nicely flavored.
So what's next?
And then we're actually going to blend it for 5 seconds. Just let me get my oily pan sorted.
Okay.
Good. Pop on the lid. We're going to start it cooking. It will take about 30 minutes to cook nicely into the sauce. Okay. Okay. So what did I say? 5 seconds? Was it 5?
5 seconds?
Let's
Yes.
do 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the
Okay.
next one, I'll scrape it down.
Okay.
Yes, I do have to scrape it down. Have a look. So we'll just scrape that down. There we go. Yum, yum, yum. I can smell it already. Can you smell
Yeah,
that?
I can.
Oh, that's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a garlic fan.
No wonder.
I actually also like anchovies. We were over in France one time and my brother had an enormous can of anchovies open on the table. And my son was only small and he was only about table height. And he reached up and he grabbed a handful and popped it into his mouth. And I thought, well, that's it. He won't ever eat anchovies again. But it turned out to be one of his favourite things. Very interesting. Okay, straight down. And then on the other side, 30 minutes, I believe. Oh, 20 minutes. And we'll just do it for 30.
30 minutes.
30. Because I can't be bothered. Okay. And we're going to go up to 100 and just speed 1. Okay. So we're going to be serving those as a dipping sauce for all these beautiful things here. So we have red capsicum, high in vitamin C, steamed broccoli, high in vitamin C, pumpkin, high in beta-carotenes, tomatoes, high in lycopene, kohlrabi with the isothiocyanates, carrot, carotenoids, and again, Brussels sprouts, the brassica family, again, high in vitamin C. So we're really going for a vitamin C boost here, and of course, the garlic to go with it.
I love the color combination though.
Oh, good.
It's very vibrant.
Should cheer you up if you've got a cold, right?
Yep.
Okay. So that's our flu buster recipe on the way.
So what will we be doing next?
I'm actually going to do the porridge next, as long as I don't trip over your
My microphone.
your lead. Very good. And I've soaked rolled oats overnight. This is for the next, for accompaniment with the next tea. I'm not going to make all the teas
Yeah.
because I don't know about you, but I don't suffer from constipation.
Yeah, I don't suffer from that either.
Because we eat lots of vegetables, right?
True.
Okay, so I think you can see that's more or less soaked it. I'm going to press it down a little bit. There's a little bit of water there. That's basically 1 cup of rolled oats and 1 cup of filtered water. So I'll just press off the last of the water.
Okay. Clean your hands first.
Yes. Very good. just a little bit coming out. There we go. Okay. So now that's going to go into our pan here. We're just going to cook that for a little bit.
Okay, maybe I stand over there for a better angle.
Very good. Okay, so measure out 1 cup, blah, 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 overnight. 1 more cup of filtered water. Except I've got to get the olive oil out of there first.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice German washing up liquid. Just need a very little. As you can see, it foams beautifully and it will remove the oil. Fantastic stuff. Look at that. And it's not harsh on the hands because I have very delicate skin, so I get no problems with that at all. Okay. So we're going to bring these oats to a gentle boil and just simmer them for about 10 minutes. There we go. Oops. Is that going to go on? No, it's not switched on. There we go. It's on. Milk, I would think, wouldn't you?
No.
Don't want it to boil over. It's only 80 degrees C. We may need it a little bit higher than that. I wonder what rice has for us. No, that's a bit too high.
Mm-hmm.
I want something about... It's not going to do it, is it? Maybe I just take that one down. No, it won't come.
We just have to get the timing right.
I will. I'll stick with milk, I think. Or maybe I'll try barbecue because I know I can come down with barbecue. There, 180 should do us. What's lower? No, 180. I'm patient, as you know. Okay.
So you need to give it a good stir.
Giving it a good stir. And
What's next?
We're
You're just going to need to wait for a while.
I'm going to wait. I'm going to exit the scene for a minute and get a knob of butter, organic butter, okay?
Okay. So let's wait for Ceri to get back. She'll be back really soon. By the way, this tea is awesome. You guys should give it a try. The taste is nice. While we wait for Ceri to get back, let's see how's the progress for our oat. Okay, Ceri's back. I'll come back.
How's it doing?
So far so good, but it's not boiling or anything yet.
Boiling yet?
Mhm.
Okay. So we have plenty of time. This is our organic flaxseed meal. And I
Okay.
just want to tell you about these oats. These are probably the most pure oats you could possibly eat. They're from Finland.
And these are the rest of the ingredients, right?
No,
Okay.
that was
That's for later. Okay.
those are extra things.
Can.
So very impatient. Let's get it going a bit more. By cooking it, of course, we make it easier to digest. And because these are grown in Finland, basically up by the Arctic Circle, the air up there is very clean,
Okay.
as is the water and the soil, probably the purest in Europe. And the harsh waters, of course, kill off the pests, so they don't need pesticides, because the winter will get rid of them for them. So that's kind of amazing. And they call these oats luminous, apparently. I don't know what that means to you.
Yeah, that's a weird name as well.
I know, luminous oats. Supposedly, you're able to see through them, I guess.
Are we supposed to wait for this to boil or something?
Yeah, it's supposed to boil.
Oh, I think the pan is really cold.
No, it's warm.
It's warm. Okay.
Maybe I should be even more impatient. This one's going nicely. This one's up to 100 over here. It's quite hot, look, see?
Yes.
So we're just going to cook these for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to top them with butter and this nice coconut nectar sugar, which has a slight ginger flavour.
Ginger flavor. Okay.
And this flaxseed meal that I just ground earlier. Nice flax. So it's freshly ground and it's been in the fridge because, of course, as soon as you grind the flaxseed, it will start to oxidize. So just like your flaxseed oil, which you keep in the fridge, you also need to keep your ground flaxseed meal in the fridge. Now, the reason that we're making this porridge is actually several-fold, believe it or not, because I started choosing things to do. Obviously, for me, garlic is the thing to have with colds and flu. But oats are so useful because they're not only good for people with constipation. Remember one of our teas here. This is for constipation. We'll go a little bit more into that later. They're also good for mothers to produce milk. So they can accompany these teas in both of those problem cases. The thing with functional teas is they have been designed to help out these problems. So that's very interesting. If we have a look at the contents of the constipation, the Smooth Digestion Tea. No.
I see.
Me.
Okay.
The Smooth Digestion Tea, again, you can put it with raw organic honey, or you can have just a little bit of lemon. It's a herbal blend with the primary ingredient being senna leaves.
Okay.
That's something I have never in my life needed to use, but apparently it's very useful if you do have constipation. And they've added to that, here goes. There we are, it's sticking on the bottom already while we weren't looking. There we go. Fantastic. Take it right down again now. Okay, I managed to stop it sticking. We don't have blend porridge, we're okay. So for constipation, we have senna leaves, which is Cassia acutifolia, and believe it or not, that originated, that plant, in Egypt. I know it's grown all over the world, and especially in India, but originally it was grown, first of all, in Egypt, probably on the banks of the Nile, and it's a member of the legume family. The leaves contain something called senna-glucoside, which cannot be absorbed by our digestive tract. But the gut bacteria, remember I talk about microbiome, the friendly gut bacteria, they like it very much and they can break it down. But what happens then is that actually irritates our colon and it stimulates a form of peristalsis. So it kind of kicks the gut into action and has a laxative effect. It's not recommended for long-term use because it may eventually alter the bowel tissue function and cause a laxative dependence, and we don't want that. So it's for occasional use. Okay, that looks nice and thick now. Blob, 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 see? Very nice.
Okay.
Okay, and then the fennel, the coriander, the chamomile, licorice, anise, and dill will soothe the unpleasant cramping feelings, and flatulence is relieved due to the action of dill, fennel again,
Fennel.
anise and coriander. So anise is one of those herbs that's very useful in many situations. It's good for the respiratory system as well as for the digestive system. I'm just trying to stop it sticking before I get the bowls out. The bowls are here, right?
Yep.
Very good. Are they too big? They probably are, right?
Yeah, I think they are too big.
Just making a rinse. Yeah?
Okay. You want me to stir it for you?
I switched it off, so it should be okay.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. So the most important thing with each of these problems, whether it's milk production, constipation, or colds and flu, is to stay hydrated. So a lot of the things that we've sorted out for you are to help you stay hydrated. The tea, both Jonas and I would drink that again anyway, never mind whether it's for flu or not. So that's something very positive because it means we're going to drink more. It's also good to drink, of course, if you want to produce milk. You don't want to be totally drained, so you have to put the fluids back into your system. And the best thing you can do for constipation, of course, is again to drink and exercise and eat a diet high in fruit and vegetables.
True.
Like you and me. You have no choice, right?
Yep.
Your family. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of butter. This is apparently a Northern European habit. So the butter should melt because it's nice and
hot.
nice and hot. And then we're going to sprinkle some sugar on. I've got an open sugar here, I think. Okay. There it is.
Slowly melting.
Okay.
Yep.
Very good. Put some of this nice coconut nectar sugar. I made this kind of accidentally. I'm not a great oat porridge fan, at least not sweet porridge. I like savoury. And I had to make it for somebody. I had a taste and I went, oh, that's actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to top it with flax seeds, because flax seeds are another wonderful thing for constipation. So here we go. There we go. And I'm going to give you a teaspoon. I'm not going to expect you to eat the whole thing, but I want an opinion, okay?
Okay, sure, no problem.
Here we go for the teaspoons. Okay, there's yours,
All right.
and here's mine.
We
You
should
have
mix
more-
it rather.
Well,
Mix
I
it
would
first.
mix a little bit in, yes. Otherwise it would be probably super sweet or super linseedy or super buttery.
Yeah, super buttery.
Okay, okay, that looks about nice. Yeah, I still like it.
Let me give it a try.
Yeah. And that slight hint of ginger is very interesting too. You like that?
Not bad.
Okay. He's very honest, by the way. He will tell you when he doesn't like things.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Yeah?
It's really nice.
Okay. So, constipation really is a worldwide problem. And you can remedy it with these very, very simple measures. Number one, stay hydrated. And of course, if you need it, then the Smooth Digestion Tea will definitely kickstart things, yeah? Number two, increase your fiber. That can be in the form of fruit and vegetables, it can be in the form of whole grains like with the oats. And number three, of course, is physical exercise.
Physical exercise. Sure.
Trials were done for patients with chronic functional constipation, and it was found that the daily fiber intake of about 25 grams and increased fluids to 1.5 to 2 liters a day helped with the problem. So if you feel you have a diet that's low in fiber, if you eat a lot of super processed foods, then this is something to consider. But if you're going to increase your fiber, do it slowly. Don't jump in with 2 feet, just increase gradually. And the same goes for exercise. So a brisk walk of 10 minutes, it's enough to kind of get things going. When you sit all day in the office, it's difficult.
True.
Right. So herb teas, increase your hydration, increase your fiber with fresh fruit and vegetables, whole grains, and of course a little bit of exercise. So that's good. And we've got about 10 minutes to go to our dipping sauce. So let's go on a little bit to the mums. So what did you miss? I don't know. I only just saw you pop up. We just made the porridge. I can show you the porridge there, maybe. So that's an oat porridge, that's rolled oats overnight. And then we've just cooked them for about 10 minutes with another cup of water. And then we've topped them with a little knob of butter, a little bit of ginger sugar, brown sugar, it's a coconut nectar sugar with a low GI, and freshly ground flax seeds, which I put over here. Right? So this is a wonderful thing for constipation as well. There.
And if you have missed the very first part, we have also introduced our teas.
We did.
This is for cold, and there's one for our mothers as well.
Yes.
And the last one is for digestion.
Yeah. That's what the oats were for as well. So I hope that covered it. This is the tea, and we decided that we would drink it anyway, even if we didn't have a cold, because it's very pleasant. Cheers.
I finished mine already.
have some more.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll give him a big mug this time. Very good. Okay, so that's very, very pleasant cold care tea. And we were going to go on to the mums, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go through my notes. There we go. So special foods for breastfeeding mothers. Breastfeeding, as you know, provides the best nutrition for baby, as well as encouraging a healthy bond between mother and child. I was lucky enough to be able to breastfeed my own son for about 18 months until we all got a terrible flu virus where we were vomiting. There was no chance of feeding him anymore.
Oh no.
So generally breastfed babies suffer from fewer infections and hospitalizations than formula-fed infants, as the antibodies and other immune-boosting nutrients, such as the colostrum, that's the very, very rich first milk, are passed in the mother's milk from her to the baby. There's less likely to be an upset stomach because basically you just, you wash every day, so you're clean, the baby's clean. So you won't get a baby having upset stomach, diarrhea, or constipation in breastfed babies. And research shows that breastfeeding also benefits the mothers and offers protection from diseases such as breast and ovarian cancer, diabetes type 2, and heart disease. So it's well worth breastfeeding your baby, but sometimes it's difficult to produce enough milk. So it's really important to ensure that you drink enough, again, hydration, right? And that you choose the herbs and the foods that are going to promote milk production. So in this tea, we have the very traditional fenugreek, which is probably best known as an Indian spice, but it's also a beneficial galactagogue. Galactagogue is a herb that helps you produce milk. It's a very strange word, but that's what it is.
Okay.
So recent studies have found that drinking the herbal tea with fenugreek seeds increase breast milk production and help babies to gain more weight, with the average volume of pumped milk increasing from 34 milliliters to a whopping 73 milliliters.
That's like almost twice?
Yeah, it's more
than
twice,
twice.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, more than double. So that's fenugreek. And then in addition to that, both caraway, anise again, and fennel are galactagogues, and they are, again, all of them belonging to the umbelliferae with those beautiful parasol flowers. And fennel, of course, will help to relieve colic and wind in babies. So that's pretty amazing. So I'm going to cough over here. Or not, because of the tea. Excellent. And then we're back to oats. One of the best foods for mothers to eat, believe it or not, is oats.
Why is that so? Because of the many...
It's a very nutritiously rich food source. It really is.
I see.
It's not just for horses. Okay? And it's tremendously heart healthy. It deals with so many different problems. I can't recommend it enough. I understand it may not be the most texturally wonderful thing to eat, but I think you can agree
it's nice. This is nice.
Bad, right?
This
and you can do all kinds of things with it. If you have a look on our website, we've got cookies made from oats, which would be perfect as a snack for mums. There's a very, very delicious oat and date milk on there. And there's banana oat muffins. Now, all three of those snacks would be really, really beneficial for mum to help produce milk in, of course, association with our functional Mother's Herbs tea. So that would be really good. You can have a look at the recipes on ZENXIN.com/SG. Scroll through. There's a lot on there. You'll find recipes for oat porridge, 2 savoury oat porridge made with steel cut oats, which are very nice. I can see the oats there. Okay, there's the porridge, but there's other oat dishes in there as well. If I have a look on the ones that I put here, yeah, there's lots. There's really a lot of things on there. Very simple things. Everybody should be able to follow the recipes. Very, very easy things. And you'll find that there are other recipes to go with the flu busters. So if I have a look at that, there's our ginger tea, which you'll find on the website. There's so many things on there, I don't know if they'll find it, but anyway, do have a look. So this is a ginger tea. It's very strong, so I'll give you a taste. And as it's so strong, I'm just going to add some hot water.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if that works. Is that hot enough?
Still slightly cold, but I think it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, the smell is really strong.
Really spicy, right?
Really spicy.
That again is very simply coconut nectar sugar and our organic Peruvian ginger, which is much, much spicier than the normal Thai ginger.
Yes.
Spicy, right?
It's spicy, but it's nice. It smooths your throat.
You're being so kind to me today. Yes, that's good. So the recipe for the ginger tea is on there. There's also organic carrot, apple, and ginger juice on there from Malaysia. We have friends from Malaysia as well as friends from Singapore joining us. There's a really nice, nourishing red date chicken soup for those of you suffering from flu. There's the 5-element soup on there, so balancing everything. Yes, there's the 5-element on the right there. Fantastic. There's an onion soup in there. Onion is really, really good for colds and flu. Garlic, of course, is the recipe we're doing today with our fantastic
Garlic.
morado of garlic.
I can't pronounce that.
And then the other thing which is really good is fruits with a high vitamin C content. So things like our grapefruit or oranges or lemons. There's also a very good lemon juice, lemonade on there as well. Then there's, of course, Asian leafy greens stir-fried with garlic. Super healthy for somebody suffering from flu. Our broccoli, as we have here. And there's also a chickpea congee on there. If you have flu, it's really good, if you can, to avoid alcohol. Sorry.
I don't drink alcohol.
Okay. Caffeinated beverages, including Coca-Cola.
Maybe. I think I just had it today.
And hard and jagged foods. Because that can be very rough for a sore throat.
Oh.
And processed convenience foods. So the machine just gave us a heads up. I'm going to give it another whirl. That smells good, huh? Okay. And we're going to unwrap. There we go. Put the porridge over here. Oh, probably should put it your side, right?
Sure.
There you go.
Thank you.
I'm just going to, and that's yours too, right? Take the bowl bowl off. And
The vibrant color though.
beautiful, aren't they?
Yep.
Oops, excuse me. I'm jumping off, they're still alive. There you go. Take the bowl.
You're gonna rinse it?
Oh, it was clean.
Oh,
Honestly. Good.
Oh, that's really hot. You can see the
Really?
steam.
There. So this is the warm bath for the vegetables. I feel like I want to.
It's a very strong.
Should be a very strong garlic flavour.
Mm.
I want to scrape the bits off the side. When I made this for a Cantonese friend, she said, "Oh, you should put more anchovies in," but I don't know about that. It's up to you, I think. Try it first with the 8 anchovies and then see how. There we go. So, would you like a fork or a spoon?
Can I have a fork?
Yes, I think that would be a good thing. Then we can take 2 little plates. There we go. Turn it around. What can I serve you with? A little bit of each?
Can I have just the capsicum?
Only the capsicum? You're not going to eat anything else?
Maybe just for.
You don't like any of the other vegetables?
I just feel like eating the capsicum for today.
Okay. Then I should give you more pieces, shouldn't I?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Because it looks very red. It looks
Yes.
very yummy.
It's actually full of vitamin C.
Oh,
So I'll just put it across there and you see how you go. If you want more sauce, please have it.
I may have a question.
Yes, new crew today. It should be healthy. It's packed full of vitamins.
Thank you.
I should hold that. Right? Yeah. Let's see what. We're back to the
Give me a.
main one. I'll pop that one down there. I'm going to have a bit of each. How is it?
First of all, the capsicum is really fresh.
Okay. Yeah. This is really good too, by the way. That's really fresh too.
As for the sauce, it's also really nice.
Oh, good.
It's awesome.
Would you eat tomatoes?
Yeah, sure. Can I have some, please?
Okay.
Especially a green one.
This is our beautiful choco tomato. So I'm going to give him one of those.
Thank you.
And I think this one is the green zebra. You see it's a striped heirloom tomato.
Looks like a mini watermelon.
It does. Looks gorgeous. Can I give you kohlrabi as well?
Sure. Yes, please.
Okay. It's obviously a good thing.
Thank you.
And the carrots are cooked, by the way. They're not raw.
Awesome.
Okay. It's beginning to look better. I'm happy. I'll leave you in peace now. There we go. And of course, these fresh vegetables, the steamed and the raw vegetables, are absolutely packed with vitamins. So just what you need when you have flu. Plus you've got garlic, which is an absolute
Sorry.
buster. Don't worry. It was popsicles on the other day. Very good. Okay. So I'm just going to check out the taste. My broccoli.
Have one broccoli as well.
Oh yeah, of course you can. I'll get another spoon.
Yes.
That sauce is good.
I agree.
See, he started off with capsicum.
Mm-hmm.
Eileen, come and join us. Yes, the Choco Tomato is a special breed that we have grown up in Malaysia. And I heard that it's a Korean tomato seed. I'm not sure about that, but that's what I heard. So that was the rumor. And it comes in a packet like this. There. And if I take one out, you can see it really is a kind of a chocolate color. And then when you open it, it looks like that. And it really is delicious. I'm just going to put it straight in my mouth. Fantastic. So can eat, right?
Awesome.
Okay. That one's mine, right?
Yeah.
Very good. So, if you have colds or flu, constipation,
No, maybe not. Not for me.
or you need to produce milk, remember our 3 new functional teas. Here they are. Cold Care, Mother's Herbs, and Smooth Digestion. Fantastic new teas to join our wonderful array of teas that we have already. So thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks for those of you who logged in a comment. It's always nice to know we're not talking to a black hole. And
But at least you're talking to me.
yes, thank goodness for joining us. So nice of you to join me.
Okay.
And wish you all a very, very happy and healthy weekend. And we hope to see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
See you.